Hello everyone, and welcome to what is probably, hopefully, your last commitment before the holiday season. Now I know you might be wondering, why on earth is she dressed like that? Frankly, I'm not totally sure. I think it's mostly because this is my first semester of grad school, and at the end of it, I've totally lost my mind! But that's neither here nor there. Alright, well now that I've slipped into something slightly more dignified, what I'm actually here to talk to you about today is interactive installation artist David Rokeby. So, one might think that as a kid growing up, David Rokeby might have spent just a little too much time watching television, more specifically, Star Trek. And I say that because David spent most of his high school years and his early college career trying to play the role of a human computer with his life driven only by the Vulcan principle of pure logic. Live long and prosper, David. Are you a little confused by what I might mean by that? Well, let me go ahead and quote David for you, because I'm pretty sure he's better at explaining his own reason for things than I am. By the first year of university, I had largely succeeded in turning myself into a human simulation of a computer. I had a very strong belief in the value of logic, and used logic as my main tool in attempting to solve everything from electronic design, where logic was appropriate, to interpersonal relationships, where logic was decidedly counterproductive, I'd say. Now, eventually, this obsession with the difference between the ways in which humans process information and computers process information turned into what would be the basis for nearly all of the work throughout his career as a pioneering interactive installation artist. For example, he has pieces about how computers can use AI to assign meaning to objects or input based on their own wacky computer encoding of the English language. For example, the giver of names.
By the timely day, the holy castle of the vermilion flock is unceasingly split by the breathtaking pistol, under which the enlightenment does harm.
And also his piece, Enchant, a personal favorite of mine. Now, despite his pure Vulcan logic way of thinking, he also frequently likes to think of poetic ways in which a computer can parse direct human input, a subject that I think he best explores in his piece, A Very Nervous System. So, in the spirit of David's love for Body's input method and poetic communication interface with the computer, also because I promised Jack there would be interpretive dance, I've decided to sign off this video in true Rokeby form. So, with interests similar to those discussed by Alan Turing in his essay, Computing, Machinery, and Intelligence, David Rokeby's work often expresses an interest in the evolution of computer learning, as well as the potentiality for one day creating computer consciousness. Dun dun dun! In addition to this, David Rokeby's work also expresses what may be considered a respect for the fact that, as Norbert Wiener expresses in his article, men, machines, and the world about. When you study the human nervous system, you quickly begin to realize that humans and computers work much the same. Our synapses are either firing or they're not. We're either on or off. 0 or 1. I guess that's 2. Also, speaking of respect, maybe this lifelong obsession with human-computer simulacra also comes from a place of agreement with Norbert Wiener in the fact that we should seek to both understand and respect the power of our future machine overlords. We are not worthy. We are not worthy. We are not worthy. Either way, be it respect of or pure nerdy fascination with the need to study how computers affect us and we them, David Rokeby has had a fruitful career in designing both awesome and poetic ways of critically analyzing our lives in the age of automata. Now, speaking of automata, have a nice day, human. Wait, how'd this get back on me? God.